Hello class, today we are going to discuss a natural disaster in New Zealand. New Zealand is a country in Pacific Ocean, 1,500 kilometer east of Australia. Many earthquakes happen here. New Zealand also has more than 50 volcanoes. So, apa maksud dia? Maksudnya, dia adalah satu negara di Pacific Ocean. So, kita tengok dulu ya. In Google Maps, ini adalah New Zealand. So, Australia kat sini. So, kalau you kecilkan, make it smaller. Okay, so you can see that North Pacific Ocean is here, South Pacific Ocean is here. So this is also a part of the Pacific Ocean. Okay, Lautan Pasifik, Malaysia di sinilah Malaysia, Australia, New Zealand. And apa lagi dia kata? 1,500 km to the east, so dari Australia ke timur, okay, 1,500 km, you akan sampai New Zealand. So many earthquakes happens here, maksudnya banyak gempa bumi berlaku di situ. So dan New Zealand juga ada lebih daripada 50 gunung berapi, volcanoes. Okay, earthquake in Christchurch. So gempa bumi di satu tempat yang bernama Christchurch. Okay, a few years ago, a terrible earthquake happened in the city of Christchurch in New Zealand. So dia kata beberapa tahun sebelum ini ada satu gempa bumi yang agak teruk berlaku di bandar Christchurch di New Zealand. It killed 185 people. Ia membunuh 185 orang. But Jay Watson had a lucky escape. So budak ini, Jay Watson, dia dia dapat melarikan diri. Okay, sebab dia bertuah. Okay, so ini adalah satu interview maksudnya temu bual. So reporter ni maksudnya wartawan tu pun tanya, what were you doing when the earthquake happened? Apakah yang awak sedang buat masa earthquake berlaku? I wasn't at school that day. Saya tidak berada di sekolah hari itu because I was sick, sebab saya sakit. I was sitting on my bed when I heard a terrible noise. So bila saya dengar satu bunyi yang sangat teruk dan sangat kuat, saya sedang duduk di atas katil saya, and the whole house started shaking. So satu rumah itu mula bergegar. So what did you do? Apakah yang awak buat? I realized it was an earthquake, so I quickly got down on the floor between my bed and the wall. So saya sedar bahawa itu adalah gempa bumi. Saya cepat-cepat turun ke atas lantai. So saya mungkin dia baring ke, okay, dia kena lower himself, maksudnya menurunkan posisi badan dia, tak boleh tinggi sangat lah. And I thought that was the safest place. So tempat dia turun tu adalah di antara katil dan dinding dia. Dia rasa itulah tempat yang yang paling selamat masa itu. At school we often have earthquake drills. So dia kata di sekolah kita selalunya ada latihan gempa bumi, macam kita ada latihan kebakaran. So we know what to do in an emergency. So dia kata kita tahu apa yang kita nak buat semasa berlakunya kecemasan. So reporter pun kata, what happened next? Apa yang berlaku seterusnya? Suddenly the wall of my bedroom collapsed. So tiba-tiba dinding bilik tidur saya, dia collapse, dia runtuh, and I fell out of the house. So saya jatuh keluar daripada rumah. I fell about 10 meters from the second floor of the house into the front garden. So dari tingkat 2 dia jatuh, okay, ke bawah, dan dia mendarat di garden dia, di taman rumah dia. Were you hurt? Adakah awak cedera? At first I thought I was seriously injured. So dia kata mula-mula saya ingat saya ni cedera teruk. But I actually only had a few scratches and bruises on my back. So dia kata sebenarnya dia cuma ada scratches, maksudnya cedera yang sebab kena benda yang tajam lah, itu kita panggil scratches. And bruises maksudnya lebam, dan lebam di belakang saya. So I was really lucky. Saya sangat-sangat bertuah. How did you feel? Macam mana awak rasa? Scared? Takut? And not just because of the fall. Dia kata bukan sebab kejatuhan itu saja. Lots of bricks fell on top of me while I was lying on the ground. So semasa saya baring ke atas lantai, banyak batu-bata jatuh di atas badan saya. Our next door neighbor, who's a firefighter, dia kata jiran dia yang bekerja sebagai bomba pull me out from under the bricks. So dia pun tarik saya keluar daripada apa tu, batu bata itu. My mum couldn't believe that I was alive. So dia kata mak dia pun tak percaya yang dia hidup. How did your life change because of the earthquake? So macam mana kehidupan awak berubah? Adakah macam manakah gempa bumi itu mengubah kehidupan awak? Well, we had to move to a new house. So dia kata kita kena berpindah ke rumah yang baru because there was so much damage to our old ones. Dia kata sebab banyak sangat kerosakan yang ada pada rumah lama kita. So it's in a different area. So dia kata dia di kawasan yang berlainan, but I still go to the same school. Dia kata tapi saya tetap lagi pergi ke sekolah yang sama walaupun tinggal di tempat yang berlainan lah. And it's only got one floor. Dia kata rumah ni cuma ada satu tingkat saja, bukan dua tingkat. So I feel a bit safer. Dia kata saya rasa lebih selamat. Okay, exercise 1. Look at the picture of Jay and his house after an earthquake, which is this picture. So can you guess where he was when the earthquake happened? So you kena, tadi dia sudah cakap kan mana dia berada semasa earthquake tu berlaku. Nah, sini. Okay, I was sitting on my bed. Okay, I wasn't at school. Maksudnya dia di rumah dia dan dia duduk di atas katil. So he was at his home. Dia berada di rumah dia, sitting on his bed. On his bed. Okay. And next we have. Okay, so read and listen to Jay's story. Check your answer to exercise 1. So this interview ini adalah Jay punya cerita, dan this is exercise 1. So you don't need to do exercise 2. Exercise 2 is basically exercise 1. Read the interview again and choose the correct words. So kena baca sekali lagi dan pilih perkataan yang betul. Number 1. Okay, Jay try to first escape or protect himself. So the answer is protect himself. Dia cuba nak melindungi diri sendiri. Sebab kenapa? Dia kata tadi dia cepat-cepat baring ke atas lantai. Dia tidak melarikan diri sebab escape ini maksudnya melarikan diri. So bila ada kecemasan seperti gempa bumi, susah anda nak larikan diri sebab mana-mana pun dia bergegar. So perkara yang paling bagus yang anda boleh buat adalah untuk melindungi diri anda sendiri dulu. Okay, J, number 2, fell out of a window, jatuh dari tingkap, through a wall ataupun jatuh dari satu dinding. So the answer is through a wall. Sebab kenapa tadi dia kata dinding dia runtuh, dinding bila tidur dia runtuh. So he fell out, dia pun jatuh. So J was badly or not badly hurt in the earthquake. So badly or not badly, so he said he only had few scratches and bruises. Dia cuma ada scratches dan bruises saja. So sorry, so not badly. The answer is not badly. Okay, so Jay was helped by someone he knew, a team of firefighters. So dia dibantu oleh someone he knew, seseorang yang dia tahu ke, ataupun a team of firefighters, satu kumpulan ahli bomba. Mana satu? Siapa yang bantu dia? So the answer is someone he knew, okay, which is his neighbor. Okay, jiran dia yang bekerja sebagai firefighter yang menyelamatkan dia. Okay, and number 5, no longer lives in the same area, goes to the same school. So Jay now lives in the same area. Adakah dia tinggal di tempat di kawasan yang sama? No longer maksudnya tidak lagi. So the answer is live in the same area. So dia tidak lagi tinggal di kawasan yang sama, but dia masih lagi pergi ke school, the same school, sekolah yang sama. Okay, so this exercise for this one is cultural comparison. So any other hot questions, you have to do this based on your experience, based on your own knowledge and logical thinking. So number 1, do earthquakes ever happen in your country? So di Malaysia, pernahkah earthquake berlaku? Not really, tidak sebenarnya. So the answer is no. Okay, but sometimes we could feel the tremor. Tremor maksudnya gegaran dia, tapi bukan gegaran yang besar sangat lah, macam yang berlaku di negara yang ada gempa bumi. Itu ada gegaran yang sangat besar. Ini tremor ni dia sikit macam tu. So we call it tremor. So kadang-kadang kita boleh rasa tremor itu. So when and where was the most recent earthquake? So gempa bumi yang paling dekat, okay, berlaku di mana? The answer is Taiwan. In Taiwan on 10 December. Kalau anda ada baca berita lah, so Taiwan earthquake. Okay. So you nampak 10 December. So hari ini 10 December tahun ini ya, this year. Okay. And the last question is, do earthquakes happen more in some places? Adakah earthquake berlaku lebih banyak di sesetengah tempat? Okay, yes, the answer is yes. So this is saya pernah tunjukkan awak kan ring of fire. So kalau you tengok the world map, okay, peta dunia ini, okay, dan you akan nampak line yang merah ini. So line yang merah ini, this is what we call ring of fire. So mana-mana negara yang berada di atas ataupun dekat dengan ring of fire ini, okay, maksudnya mereka akan mengalami lebih banyak gempa bumi. So yes, especially those country in the ring of fire. So yes, terutamanya negara-negara yang berada di atas ring of fire. Alright. Okay, class. So this is the last lesson for this year. It's been great. I hope you have done your homework. Okay, harap awak betul-betul ada buat kerja rumah awak walaupun dalam masa CMCO ini. Teruslah berusaha. Okay. Work hard for your future, and hopefully I'll see you next year. Okay, so if you have any questions, do ask me. Have a nice holiday. Bye bye.